You needed to seek help.
Thank you very much. My name is Precious Emodamori. In 2003, yes, I had a mental health breakdown. I was young, still a teenager, and I was living with my parents. Apparently, they had problems in their marriage, and the marriage broke down. But I could not psychologically cope with everything that was happening. We had 7 of us, but I felt like the responsibility to take care of my younger one fell on me. I had my academics to deal with. I was practically running like a mom, and yet I was a student and still a teenager. The long story short is that I finally broke down in church. Yes, I was in church. I was in church that day. I was worshiping and I was singing loudly. I was crying. You think that I was doing praise and worship and I was just in the spirit, but I was actually losing my mind. So at the point the worship had ended, I was still singing, and in fact in a very loud voice. Somebody tapped me and I really could not stop the singing. I kept crying because I had bottled up so much emotion. So now, people talk about mental health is a taboo word. The opposite of mental health is mental illness. Underneath most of the things you see, suicide, clinical, is a mental illness that is undiagnosed. So I was crying, and then being with the pastor's church, they prayed over me. I kept saying all sorts of things, and then when they have prayed, anointed, drank anointing oil and all of that, pastor said, take her home. So I got home, my father came back, and then they took me to the hospital. It was a lot of journey, about 7 months was that journey. And I ended up going to psychiatric hospital in Selu. But at the end of the day, I started taking medication, then counseling. I came out of that phase. Coming out was another experience. But now I'm facing society and I'm thinking, how do I move from here? There's stigma issues. There's the issue of, can I really fit back into society? There's the issues of my siblings. How do they look at me now? There's the issue of my parents that we don't want to put too much on this girl. So they're even to give me stuff to do, they're just let her be. But I got to a point, I told myself I wanted more. Going back to school was don't even bother, just read. They say you do not stress your brain. Don't read law, read theater arts, because I already got my jam. But God helped me when I got back to the university. I took my time, I couldn't read so much. They said don't stress your brain, sleep on time, take a medication, do that. I still go for medical checkup. I will travel all the way to Benin, see the doctor, lay my complaints, take medication, do counseling. All of that helped me to get stability. Okay, people had the fear of you get married, even if you get married, you have children, blah blah. But I did something, I held on to God. And I still took my medication, and I still followed through the process. Now, it is wrong for us to think that mental is a taboo word. 1, 2. None of us should be ashamed to seek help. One of the things that helped me through my university time was I always opened up. I had a friend in class, and I can't be vulnerable with that friend. We can't be friends. Because right from time, I'll tell you that, I go to the hospital every once in a month. They're like, what's bipolar? Oh, you mean it? Oh, I started educating them right from university. Bipolar is this, extreme emotions, blah, blah, blah. When you see me acting like this, is that thing is not my character. If you see me acting like this, pinch me so that I'll keep quiet. If you see me overacting, if there was something that happened, the time I was really having a breakdown. I didn't know that my roommate opposite me had noticed it. I was sitting on today, I would talk so long, I would dress so extreme loud. I would want to prove to them I have a point. I'll go visit friends, I wouldn't want to come back to my room. So one day she just called my dad. She said, this girl is breaking down, please come and pick her. I didn't know she made that call. And they took me to the hospital. Another of my friends also accompanied me to the hospital. There was nobody around, stayed with me until I got medication. But I admitted me for 1 month that feeling, like the pain can was a dead dress. Now if I had not opened up to that girl, maybe I would have broken down to psychosis and started acting drama in class. So please, let's open up. I'm not saying to tell everybody your story, but there are people you can trust. They are professionals. When you open up and say, I have this issue, probably to Sister Isoma, she may know a professional who can manage, who can counsel you and refer you to that counselor. When you don't tell people what you're going through, maybe an emotional relationship, maybe a problem in the workspace, maybe it's a problem in your family settings, problem of self-esteem. If you don't open up, as simple as it looks, don't be ashamed of it. Speak out, seek help. Help is available when you speak up. In the place of vulnerability, you can accept help. When you're thinking about your image, how they perceive you, all of us have issues in our lives. We cover them with clothes and makeup and all of that. Please speak up. In the church, we believe so much in that it's an evil spirit. I agree. It's a spiritual angle to mental, but it's also a physical angle and a medical angle. On Tuesday, we were at an outreach, and one man was kept arguing that mental health is spiritual. How can you say that? And the psychologist was saying, no, this thing is not the way it is. He was trying his best to explain to them, and that man refused. It's spiritual. Even in the Bible, they cast out the demon. The man started explaining to him, psychologically, in medical terms, look at the process. So we should please open our minds. There's a spiritual angle, the physical angle. If my parents angled it from spiritual angle, I would not be here. So they are taking me to a shrine or also at a local. I had patients there. They came to the hospital, but they could not really manage them because I've gone to places. Traditional medical doctors, they'll tell them tie the leg, flog them 10 strokes of the cage, cast the demon, rub them oil, tie them in that water. But I didn't do that for me. So I had that knowledge. It took me straight to the hospital. And it